Continue, number 5. If there is uncertainty regarding the letter, that perhaps it was it has not retained its form, it's be shown to a child who's neither usually bright nor simple. Okay, exactly. So we find this key. Who knows the letters but do not know how to read yet. Right? That is to say that he will not recognize what letter should be from the context. Right? So he does not know the words. So he would not know, oh no, this is this word or that word, right? But he does know how to recognize the letters. So the letters he knows, but the words he does not know. So you have to find this kind of child, because if he can, even for us, right? So for example, you have a sefer, right? You have a book, and the corner is missing, right? The corner is missing completely. So basically, of course, sometimes the whole word is missing, but when you read it, you have like two letters. You can figure out what the word is. So that's not good. In this case, the child must know only how to read the letters, not the words. If he reads it properly, so we ask this guy, he reads it properly, the Sefer Torah is kosher. So of course, as we say, kosher until we fix it, right? And if he cannot read it properly, it is unfit for use. So basically, we rely on this, I don't know, like 4 years, 5 years old guy. If several children were divided in their opinions, we follow the majority. David Emes. Very interesting. So commentary, the number of the children were asked to identify the letter, and there is no consensus among them. So of course you call them separately to the Sefer Torah, and one say this letter it was, another say it's that letter. So basically, if they have different opinions, so we go by majority. It's very interesting. Okay, continue. However, if it is only when they are in doubt that the child's judgment helps, just one second. However, it is only when we are in doubt, when we are in doubt, I apologize, that the child's judgment helps. I mean, if we know that it does not look like the proper letter, then there is no child's help needed, right? As then it is being used only to reveal the facts. Commenter. If the letter is there and the child is simply confirming that it is recognizable, then he may be relied upon. When what is written is not letter at all, however, a child may not be relied upon. So, I mean, first we have to look and we have to see as a doubt. Maybe it looks like this letter. I mean, of course, we saw many shapes of the letter. So for us, I mean, of course, we're going to we know what is there, right? If it looks like this letter, but we're not sure, we ask the child. If it does not look like a letter, we don't ask the child. However, if we see that the letter does not conform with to its halachic specification, and similarly, if the Yudim or Aleph, right, or Yudim and Ayin and Shin, or the lack of the Tav are separated, and the like, the Sefer Torah is invalid. Even though the child can read it, can read it, for we see that we see with our own eyes that the letters were not properly written. So okay, so let's read this piece again, this commentary. Of course, there are many commentaries, so 1 second. However, if we see that the letter does not conform with halachic specification, the letters of the Sefer must be written according to specific halachic instructions. So it's a specific shape, specific leg, and how long, and these proportions. So it's very interesting how to write these letters, right? So, so if it's that does not conform with halachic specification, so of course it's not valid. If Yudim of the Aleph. So Aleph has two yuds, right? One from the top and one from the bottom, basically, right? They must touch the body. This Alephs, this yuds. Commentary. The Aleph is comprised of a diagonal bar, right? Diagonal bar, and two yuds from the right and from where is it? From the bottom, right? And two yud shapes protrusion, one above and one inverted below the bar. So you have bar, one yud, and then another yud, basically. Right? That's how Aleph is written. One below the bar. These yuds must touch the diagonal bar. So that's an obligation. If it does not touch, it's like it's not Aleph, it's whatever bar and two yuds or one yud. Right? If they do not, even if the character is recognized by a child as Aleph, the Sefer Torah is invalid. I mean, that's very clear, right? So okay, so it's we just discussed two yuds in Aleph. So next example, or yudim in Ayin. So Ayin also, right? It also has this yud and a shin. So shin also it's three yuds, I think. Like the Aleph, the Ayin and shin each comprise of the body to which the yuds are attached. So in Ayin it's I think it's one yud, and in shin it's three yuds. Where as well the yudim must be connected to the body of the letter. So that's even though like it's very very thin connection, and you see that those are yuds, but still they must connect to the body, so to comprise one there. Okay. The Sefer Torah is invalid, so if they're not connected, even though the child can read it, I mean, they're very, very, very close, but still they're not connected. So we see with our own eyes that the letters are not properly written. So we don't ask this child guy.